back to work here in the shop. Gonna be cutting my cross members and then hopefully getting some braces done today as well. Let's get to it.
My name is Cody Mackey, and I have been issued a challenge to build a plane using materials that I could source from my local hardware stores. Follow along as I journey into uncharted territory in ultralight aviation.
Alright, I got some cross members cut and notched. Gotta tell you, that new size is minty fresh. Nice and perfect on every side. Let me show you. Oh, this piece here, first one to go in. It's going to be the first one to get welded, followed by that piece, followed by this piece, followed by this piece, that piece, and so on and so forth. So, I knew that I needed the outer diameter of this from here to here to be 2.5 feet, which as soon as I squish that up, leaving about 1/4 inch on each side that I can adjust for where the bulkhead is going to be, I think that is absolute perfection. And I got my new tube notchers in. That is nice and tight. Have a little bit of a discrepancy there, but that'll fill with weld. I'm not too worried. And then same with this side. That one is nice and tight all the way around. And the same goes for these ones. And as you can see, I did sand off the whatever this coating is, whatever this coating is, to help it on this area, help it to adhere with the weld better. And I did that on all of them. You just slide it right in, line it up on the marks, booyah. Have one more left to cut here, but I still have to cut those down, and I will do that before I do any of the welding here, just to make sure I've got everything. As you can see, it's chilly outside. I've got my Mr. heater going there and the diesel heater, so I apologize if you can't hear me, but yeah, that's the progress so far. I'm going to see if I can start cutting some cross members, and yeah, should be an adventure. Okay, so update on the tube notcher. So again, this is from Amazon. It actually works really great today, but I had to make a couple modifications. One, this bottom plate here is too tall to fit underneath the drill press when it's fully locked in and ready to go. So I removed it, but then it was too short. And so just a little 3/4 inch MDF for the wing. It's just sitting on there, but when I have my hand on here holding the pipe and then pushing down on the whatever that thing's called, the press, it doesn't move anywhere. Currently this is still set to 8 degrees, and it, like I said, here it works really well. I'm really happy. Again, I had to use my digital protractor to make that happen, but yeah, these Bosch hole saws, this is now an 11/16, and that's exactly the size I needed. The other modification I had to make was the plate on the side, when it was right up against the housing here, was too far to the left. So when it cut, it was leaving an entire side uncut. So then I would have to move over there to, or grab my pliers and wiggle back and forth until it broke off, which I was just, not about doing that. So I made an adjustment. I put it was out by literally a 1/16 of an inch, or just over a 1/16 of an inch. So those washers are exactly the size that I needed. So I put them in there, all 3 screws. Oh, I'm missing a screw. Oh, it fell out right here. I'll put that back in. Right now it's still not going anywhere, so I'm not too worried. It's just for the other slide here. Again, not a huge deal, but I'll put that back in just so I don't lose it. But yeah, it worked really well today, and next bit is to get those cut. I'm hoping by the time I go to sleep tonight that those are all cut, and then I can start welding this. I just got notification that my new angle grinder, my cordless one, because that thing be a nightmare with a long cord, or not, it's not a long cord, with a short cord. So yeah, I got a cordless one that's waiting for me at Rona, so I'm gonna go pick it up, and then I can make those cuts there, make a nice connection there, and then should be all good to go. This piece right here is another scrap piece that came off of it was a length off of something, and it's gonna go right there when it's done. So yeah, super happy with how things are turning out so far. This is a nice solid point. Of course, once these are in there nicely, but yeah. And I'm glad I did the clamps, because look at this. It's a good little bench thing that I can rest the tube on when I'm marking it for a cut, and that's what I used it for. So yeah, mark the cut and then clamped it down on the end of the table there, and then used my pipe cutter there. You guys probably see that in the time lapse, but yeah, I will see you guys later.